I've tried to record this video a million times. I've tried to record this audio a billion times. But I think it's never going to be as perfect as I'd like it to be. So just enjoy me yapping and doing my best to kill Melania. First off, you're going to see some terrible gameplay, and I apologize for that. I'm like a C tier gamer at best. I think I'm adequate, especially considering I'm not using overly strong items or anything of the sort. I don't know. I guess that's a decision the 3.5 viewers I have can make, though. Every time I come back to fight Melania, I think this time is going to be easier, but then she pulls out something like this, and then I'm flabbergasted. This is my first time using Dung Eater for this fight, though. I've always heard that Dung Eater actually sucks in this boss fight because of how much he heals Melania, and I didn't really believe that. But after fighting Melania for over 4 hours with Dung Eater exclusively, yeah, no, I believe it. I think they were telling the truth. You know, whenever I've heard YouTubers talk about their job, I've never heard them talk about how difficult it is to talk to somebody who is not there. I mean, not that I can remember. I used to think it would be a lot easier, at least when I thought about it. Especially because I used to talk to myself in my room as a child, pretending I was a YouTuber. I remember getting pulled to the side one time by the people living with me when I was playing Spider-Man Web of Shadows as a kid. And they told me, like, you know, you gotta, like, shut up. Like, you're sitting there singing your own background music, you're talking to somebody who's not there, you gotta, like, get it in gear. And at that point, I think I was exclusively watching Markiplier and Corey Kenshin, who are not low energy people, so the commentary was not very quiet. I can't really do that now because the only time my house is quiet is when everyone's asleep, so I can't really be out here like yelling and screaming. Not that I would be doing that anyway, but some random wisdom of the day. If you have trouble drinking water because you don't like tap water, spend the like $15 and get a Brita water bottle. It's really good. I like it a lot. I find myself drinking so much water my stomach hurts. So that clues you into anything. Y'all think when we walk in to the boss fight and we first see Melania like laying up on the tree in that chair, you think she's actually asleep? Or do you think she just like heard us coming and like jumped in that position? I used to do stuff like that, try to pretend I was asleep in the car when we would go on long car rides, hoping my mom would carry me in the house, but she just would wake me up by like slapping my shoulder. Very cringe. I was embarrassed each and every time. Unfortunately, you're not watching a professional at work, so you're going to see a lot of similar death clips repeating. So let's get past those and try to get to something a little more interesting. Got a couple phase 2 runs here for you, and you'll see a little bit more of my prowess. You may find a couple moments in these clips scary. But don't worry, I got it covered. For some reason, I always find Melania's phase 2 a lot easier than her phase 1. And that's not to say that her phase 2 is peaches and cream, all simple and easy. But it just, for some reason, I felt like when I got to phase 2, I could kind of just like take a breath of fresh air. At least that's how I felt when I first was playing against her, when I was trying my first run. and that was no summons, no nothing, just the colossal sword and my health potions. That's the one thing I would use. You know, with how much I lose in this game, you'd think I'd get used to it. You'd think I'd feel fine and just like not really care about it, but nah. Every time I lose in a way that I feel is unfair, it doesn't like set me off or anything, but it adds just a little bit to the frustration meter. And eventually it gets so much that I like can't play the game right now to take a break. Normally I just do a silly little side quest. That tends to help me de-escalate my frustration. You know, a big issue I found myself running into when I started editing was I had like no idea what music I was gonna pick. When I was younger, I had this list in my phone of music that I was gonna use in my videos. I had a bunch of video game music that I thought wasn't copyrighted and I would use, and it would be easy, you know, just stuff I liked. If someone got it, they got it as a reference, but I lost that list. I don't know where it is, so I kind of had to just sit there racking my brain for 30 minutes of like, okay, what's a video game song I really like, and could it possibly be copyrighted? I'm gonna just have to, dang it, bruh, can you speak? I'm gonna just have to open FL Studio and hop in the booth and create my own music so that I have something that I can use in the background of these videos. I don't really have a lot to talk about in this video because I'm trying to just talk without direction just to see where it goes. But I know for the next couple videos I have a bunch of different topics in mind that I want to talk about. I initially wanted the recordings to be live for the audio, but my computer runs super loud and, you know, after dying a million times, it definitely just would have, the commentary would have been crazy. Rested and refreshed. Finally time to Okay, for realsies this time, you get to see my actual winning attempt. You know, I know you thought it would never come, but it did. Here we see displays of my utter skill and pure confidence. Observe. Flawless. Now, I really did not think I was going to win this one. I didn't play it really well. I'm sure plenty of you guys will be able to see. I had a whole mantra for this whole boss fight of me trying to stick out every attempt, because the worst beginning will make for the best comeback story later. This game's taught me a lot about persistence and my patience level, but that's good. Helps me grow as a person, and I can learn plenty from gaming. One of the biggest issues in this boss fight for me was keeping Dung Eater alive. The only thing I needed him to do was take focus off of me so I could attack her. But so many times he would rush in to something he was definitely gonna die to. So it made me act hyper aggressive as well to keep focus off of him. You know, I'm not beyond saying that I won this attempt because of some pretty good fortune, considering the fact that she never tried waterfowl dance like at all. This was the result of a total of 3 days of effort and a little bit over 4 hours of footage. So you can only imagine what went unrecorded. And that's not even to mention how long I've been editing and re-recording audio and things like that. This has been a 2-week process, and it did not need to be at all. I'm not saying there was that much footage, or that it was that difficult to edit, or that my editing style is that involved. However, I was teaching myself everything for the first time, and I am so picky. I'm not even really a perfectionist, but if I'm gonna release a video to the internet so I can try to entertain people, I at least want it to be good. I just have to get over myself though, and realize that, you know, no matter what, it is what it is. I am happy with the overall product though. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I do realize this is probably going to be something I cringe at later, but I'm glad I'm taking the first step, and I'm going to make sure that I upload consistently and do the best to flex these creative muscles. And there you have it, my 8th Millennia run. I'm pretty satisfied with my performance, not that it was perfect or anything, but I did beat her, and I did just use the hook claws, so, you know, just puffing my chest out a little bit. I do hope this was entertaining, or at least calming. I know I'm not super funny, and I know this video wasn't really that comedic, but I just kind of wanted to make something and put it out there. And my goal, more than anything, is just to improve the rest of your day. So I hope you were able to feel sort of relaxed when watching this. To the 5 people who do end up watching this, it touches me very much that anybody would watch this and enjoy it. So I hope that from this point forward, I can be a mainstay in your YouTube watching lifestyle. I'll do my best to keep improving and putting more of myself into these videos when I gain the tools to do so. I don't want to just, you know, fall into monotony or do something boring. I already have the next video planned out. It's not going to be the same game, but it will be releasing in a couple days, hopefully with live commentary, hopefully things just working a little better. I don't know. It is what it is, like I said. Thank you for watching. I do really appreciate it. It means a lot that you'd be willing to sit at least partially through the video for you to be hearing me say this. I'm on a channel with literally 4 subscribers right now, so literally half of a view would be important to me. This is only the beginning. I'm sure I'm going to be looking back 5 years from now with, like, don't know, 10,000 subscribers and extra happy.